Vernon did well on Rutkiewicz. Pollitt and Young. Jack and McCardle both over on this near side. So a couple of occasions today that Aberdeen have tried to get the ball in the box and it's been blocked by their own player. That was another example of it there.
I just think Aberdeen have suffered from a lack of a wide player. Sonny Aluko crying out for him in a game like today's just to get natural width, get out there. I think you'll find that 4 sort of central players in there for Aberdeen, and when they get into those wide areas, it's not enough quality to hurt Dunfermline.
Still no sign of Aluko. We're hearing the replay would be this week on Wednesday. Of course, that could all change as Kirk takes it over under pressure from Vujadinovic. Well, Woods, not sure his manager would have been too impressed with that. Wrong area of the park. With the showboating, that's worked out okay for the visitors. Burke. Callum Woods.
Fairman look comfortable again, just getting the balls, them in possession, taking the sting out of the game, making passes.
It really is a reenactment of the replay 2 seasons back.
Well, Aberdeen will be hoping it's not, because they ended up going out of the cup, and certainly a big threat of that happening again.
Diamond was heavy in the touch initially. Young switches it to Smith. Pollitt was looking for it. Almost got it back to Smith. Parr's about to make a change, be Finn to come on and just to freshen up, I suppose.
Yeah, just energy and fresh legs, and the front 4 up in a hell of a shift, and Pat Clark again there, back deep defending. You might find Nicky Finn, he can get forward and score a goal, and Joe Cardle could go wide, Pat Clark could come off, or Joe Cardle could come off and Nicky Finn just slots into his position. I think it'll be one of those two anyway.
Vernon. Pollitt left, Maguire right. Here's Maguire. Smith. Almost came to Young, just flicked away the vital moment.
Better quality from Stevie Smith there. He has to, I think he has to offer himself wide and more. It's a hard shift, but get up the pitch, because he's the one with a decent bit of quality in that left foot.
Vernon. Sliced by Rutkiewicz. Well, Nicky Finn will come on for Alec Burke, we hear.
Shows you how much I know then. But I think looking at it, I think it's a change that, certainly it's a positive change, because Burke and Mason sit there. One thing Nicky Finn can do is get in that box.
The challenge, says Willie Collin. Ball was won by McCann. Just over 15 minutes to go. Pollitt. Smith arriving. Blocked by Mason, but Aberdeen do have a corner kick. A while since they've had one of those.
Again, Smith though, can't clear the first man, but again, as I said, offering himself wide on that left-hand side.
Diamond and Vujadinovic are up for this one. Smith still out there for the short corner. It's another anti-climax for Aberdeen, trying to keep it going here. Hartley. Aberdeen keen to exorcise ghosts of recent cup nightmares.
good from Woods again, because he's peeling onto the side of Rukovic, Chris Maguire, and that's a couple of times Woods has had to tuck himself in and deal with it.
Vernon Waits, Aberdeen's top scorer this season. He's waiting for the Maguire corner. The flick came from Vujadinovic. Call it in there too.
It's a decent ball in, it's got good pace on it, but the one thing Aberdeen haven't got is a striker and an attacker round the back, just peeling off that back post area to just try and stick it in the net.
Well, Alec Burke, who has a Scottish Cup winners medal tucked away somewhere back home, replaced by Nicky Finn, whose goal it was late on in the first game against Aberdeen 2 years ago that led to the replay that the Pars eventually won on penalties.
That tells me they're trying to win this tie right here, right now, because they could have the two and Buck. The old legs have given up there, but been a great shift. Finn, now they'll sit with Mason, and Finn will sit, but he'll certainly get forward as well, so now they've got 5 forward-thinking players on the pitch.
Cardle was caught, fair play on, just in behind Finn, but Bully Collin brought that back for the previous tackle, initially given the advantage.
He's been a calming influence today. Willie Collin could have booked a few, let it go, got a hold of the game, certainly had a good day.
Another change up and coming for Dunfermline. Rukovic will be the player to be withdrawn. The best free kick in the world, it will be retrieved by Keddy. Finn. Clark beaten away by Diamond. Rukovic. Well, they both missed it, Vernon and Rukovic there, but an important touch there from Kevin Rukovic, on loan from St Johnstone. He was the club captain at McDermott Park.
Could be his last touch as well. Can only think he's aggravated something, not had a lot of game time, and sometimes when you come back after a layoff, go on loan to a club and just maybe picked up an injury, not going to be risked. Neil McGregor coming on, but had a really good day at the office. Kevin Rukovic against his old team. He's not been asked a lot of questions, but certainly what he's been asked, he's handled really, really well.
Straight swap, isn't it? McGregor, centre half on for Rukovic. Aberdeen are going to bring on Josh McGuinness momentarily. Moving towards the last 10 minutes. Vernon flicks on, Maguire was stretching. Ryan Jackby here will be the Aberdeen player to come off. Recovered from that shin injury to take his place in the starting lineup today. Graham. Played through to Cardle. Can he keep it in? He can. Smith was there. It's another hard challenge, Stevie Smith this time.
It's really good from Cardle because he could have just given that up, but goes here and he knows he's getting thumped by Stevie Smith. It's an opportunity for Stevie Smith to leave a late tackle in there while winning the ball, but Cardle again putting in a shift and getting him a throw in high up the pitch.
Graham. Diamond away.
Oh, there's a cut back on there. If he could spot Clark, he tries for the centre forward and Andy Kitt, but Pat Clark was the pick out. He was free about 10-12 yards out.
Joe Cardle can't believe he's not getting a free kick here.
I think you see it once he's away. That's a free kick, certain free kick.
Here comes a change for Aberdeen. Ryan Jack replaced by Josh McGuinness. McGuinness scored against East Fife in the last round. Hasn't scored since. He was a goalkeeper just a couple of years ago. Northern Irishman.
A different style. Jack doing well, energetic, but Josh McGuinness on now to try and rustle up this Dunfermline defence. Last 9 minutes or so.
Young looking for Maguire. There's a well-worn phrase in football, Billy, isn't there? It's got 0-0 written all over it.
You said that. Okay. Still time for a goal, yeah, you're right, Liam. It's not been the best of matches. I think tactically Jim McIntyre has done a great job. Craig Brown, I mean, his team have been pedestrian for me, too slow, but I think they've not been asked too many questions of Dunfermline. A couple of chances, but for me, Aberdeen not doing enough. I think Jim McIntyre will be the happier of the two managers. He's done a great job there. I think doesn't get enough credit. Been there a couple of seasons now, working with low budgets and producing a team capable of winning that first division.
That was poor by Langfield. Hartley looking for McGuinness. It's a different proposition for that Dunfermline defence. He likes to put himself about. Former Cardiff man has it again. That's a good touch from him. Vernon waiting in the middle. Maguire getting there too, so too is Pollett. It is Pollett, it's blocked. What a challenge that was from McGregor. Still come Aberdeen. That was so important from the Dunfermline sub. It will be a corner to Aberdeen as it comes off Nicky Finn.
It really is brilliant from him. Again, a strong, powerful. We said he was going to bustle them up. He pulls it back. It's a great touch there. Gets his shot away, and McGregor just throws himself at it. Saves the day for his team.
Diamond and McArdle, Vujadinovic in there too. Smith has stayed back for Aberdeen. It's in from Maguire. Diamond. Shout for a handball. It is only a goal kick.
I think he wanted a corner, Liam. It's a decent delivery again. It's in a good area. He attacks it, but just the direction, can't get the head turn, get it on target, and just knocks it for the bye kick. Well, he's just on the pitch, and McGuinness does well, pulls it back. It's a lovely take from Pollett. Does well, lovely touch, sets himself up with the shots. He's scoring, simple as that, but McGregor not too warm, just on the pitch, and saves his team that time.
Diamond. Vernon hasn't made it stick once, I don't think, today. Smith. And Pollett. Just over 5 to go. Plus whatever Willie Collin wants to add on at the end. Maguire. Aberdeen doing a bit of pressing at the moment. Just can't get behind that black and white wall at the back.
Keddy, McGregor, Vukovic when he was on the pitch, just sticking at it. Absolute dogs today, dogs of war, just giving everything for their team. McCann too.
Dunfermline with everyone back to defend this. In swinger from Smith, up and coming. Congested 6-yard area. And from Smith, there's the jump. McGuinness, McArdle was there too. Aberdeen can't force it home.
The Diamond wins the first header, and McGuinness just uses his body, turns Pat Clark out the way, and it just doesn't drop for him. Allison gets there before him, but a good chance of taking a touch. McGuinness, strong, just can't get a shot off.
McArdle was under pressure immediately, and Graham wanted an eternity in the ball there, McArdle. McGuinness. Hustled out of it by McCann. It's another who's done really well. Austin McCann, left back for Dunfermline, partly lifting it through towards Vernon. Even if he managed to free himself of the shackles of Alec Keddy, he wasn't getting onto that ball.
I think you're right looking at Rory McArdle. I feel sorry for him in a way because an out-and-out centre-half, been asked to play right back, start the game for Aberdeen. He's used the ball too slow today.
Diamond clears from Kirk. Vernon. Dunfermline change coming up, and Aberdeen have an attack at the moment. Smith goes deep towards McGuinness, goalkeeper's all the way.
That was a test for the young lad, not a lot to do, but comes a long way. Got to make sure he takes it under pressure from McGuinness. Well done, son. McGuinness. Away by McGregor. The delivery just hasn't been there for Aberdeen. Ryan Thompson will come on for Dunfermline. He's going to replace Joe Cardle. He's holding on to his right leg, perhaps a bit of cramp there. He's coming right over to this far side as well. Joe Cardle's far away from the substitution as possible. Well, that's an old Craig Brown trick, and I think Jim McIntyre's taken it on board. A couple of minutes to go, take your first away man off. Tell me slow down a little bit right enough. He's jogging off there. I'd be telling me just have a nice little walk, but yeah, fresh legs again, seeing it this time. Ryan Thompson on, 19-year-old. Just the 6th appearance of the season. Yeah, just as I thought, just take your time, son. Slow down. Want to see this one out, you're going too quickly for my liking. Just how good a job has he done at Dunfermline, Billy? You know him well. I've said that. I mean, if you keep on working with the budgets that Jim McIntyre's worked with, and I know they're really low, to produce a team capable of winning that first division, says it all, Liam. Aberdeen corner, meantime, heading towards the final minute. Again, the big men up for it. Maguire into the mixer. Great header. Well, Dunfermline got a free kick here by the looks of things. I think it was out the pitch. I think it curled out. What they call it? Ah, yes. Saying that, but still a great header. Pat Clark, centre forward by nature, but put in a shift today, put himself in areas that set pieces against, and does really well there to get that away from that front post area. Long from Woods. Yeah, it's not been terrific at Pittodrie this afternoon. On a weekend we had Newcastle 4 down, coming back to 4 each. Yeah, sometimes you get games like this, but I think he looks calm there, Craig Brown, but I think he'll be raging inside. I don't think it's been a good enough performance. Yeah, his personnel has not suited to the game, but still a chance to win it. 2 minutes being added on. Vernon to McArdle, and it comes towards Maguire. Back for Vernon! He didn't know much about it, Scott Vernon, when it came to him. He can't force it home. Just come at him really quick. He lays it wide, he gets in the box. First time McArdle's offered himself, Maguire takes a touch and just smashes arm. It's come at him too quickly, he can't react enough. And it's probably a chance going to go on and win the match, but it would be a travesty for Dunfermline, to be honest with you. Just confirmation, 2 minutes being added on at the end. We are well into the first of those. You see again, Liam, down the width, McArdle, if they'd done it quicker all throughout the game, with the pace, with the tempo, with the quality of passing, I think they'd have asked more questions of this Dunfermline defence.
So why haven't they?
They've simply not.
Finn, Graham to his right. This will be interesting, it is Finn. Goal kick.
Oh, what an opportunity. I think he's chosen the wrong option, Nicky Finn. I mean, Graham's bust a gut, you can see him there, probably 40 yards on his outside. Nicky Finn, 20 yards, one thing you've got to do is hit the target. Graham, who's got pace on his outside, just picks the wrong option. Fantastic chance to go on and get his team through there, Nicky Finn.
Quarter-final with St Mirren. It looks as though the Buddies will have to wait a bit longer to find out who they're going to have to face in the last 8, but here come Aberdeen, perhaps with one last chance. Maguire. Oh, it's in! Scott Vernon's won it for Aberdeen! Chris Maguire thumped that across! And Aberdeen will go through to the last 8 of the Scottish Cup. A sucker punch for Dunfermline Athletic.
Well, talk about getting kicked in the teeth, that's how Dunfermline feel, but we've said all day long, these wide areas, McGuinness gets it wide, Maguire smashes one across, keeper unlucky, blocks it out, maybe should be getting high on it, but it just hits off Vernon. He gets himself into a goal scoring position, that's what he's best at. It's an absolute kick in the teeth for Dunfermline.
Well, it's bounced in here, might even have come off McGregor last, it was McGregor, it's an own goal. And he'd done okay when he came on, he saved Dunfermline just a few minutes ago. Peter Pollitt had the chance. McGregor pulled off a great block. But Aberdeen in the final minute of stoppage time have hit Dunfermline for 6.
Well, Craig Brown will be thinking, Old Firm drawn against one another. He's had to look at the draw, probably thinking, yes, St Mirren away, not a bad draw. I think it's a great opportunity for Aberdeen, and sometimes your name's on the cup, and they've got a great chance this season. They were second last weekend by their semi-final exit, but he's got away with one today because his team have not performed, and that man Jim McIntyre is right there. He must be absolutely gutted.
Lone goal from Neil McGregor. It was all about the delivery from Maguire, though, wasn't it?
I thought it come off Vernon, but it was McGregor getting back there. So unlucky, as Dunfermline have been today.
Well, Aberdeen's cup run continues. Celebrations all round at Pittodrie. Jim McIntyre can't quite believe it. I'm sure Craig Brown can't quite believe it either. Just commiserating with the Dunfermline bench. Neil McGregor is the unfortunate man. Maguire fizzed it across. McGregor could do no more under pressure from Scott Vernon. And into the net it went. Dunfermline fans hail their side because they kept Aberdeen at bay for the whole game. 91 minutes as Craig Brown walks down the touchline. He can look forward to a last 8 Scottish Cup clash now. He very nearly had a replay at East End Park. It's harsh in the Pars, but at full time here at Pittodrie, it's Aberdeen who march forward. Aberdeen 1, Dunfermline 0.